Good morning, everyone. I'm so glad you're joining me today for this movement portion of Vacation Bible School this week, and that I hope you're finding God everywhere you go. I have Flat Jesus with me. You see him over there? Yep. I find God on my yoga mat. I am Ms. Medlin. I am the mom of Piper and Deacon and Shelby, and we go to St. Paul's. I'm also a certified yoga teacher, so this morning I'm going to lead you in a practice of movement and breath. So, before we get started, I want you to think about a place that's soft in your home that you can practice. If you have a yoga mat like this, you might want to pause the video and go get it and roll it out. Otherwise, you just need to find a soft place. A carpet is best, or a fluffy rug. You just don't want to be directly on a hard floor like this. Okay, let's go have a seat. Before we begin, there are two important things I want you to remember as we practice. The first is keep breathing. Breath is the most important part of yoga. The best yoga breath is in through the nose and out through the nose, keeping your mouth closed. So it sounds something like this. Breathe in. And out. Let's try that once together. Close your lips and breathe in through your nose. Great. Try to keep your breath smooth and steady and as deep as you can as you move. The second important thing is to listen to your bodies. We don't want to have any ouches. So if something doesn't feel good in your body, please take it easy. Don't do it. The point is to move and flow and find strength in our bodies and calm our minds. Let's begin. Find a comfortable seat on your mat, and we're going to begin by taking one of those big, deep breaths together. So let's bring our hands to prayer in front of our hearts. This time we're going to breathe in through our nose and let it out with a big sigh through our mouth. Ready? Breathe in and out. Okay. I want you to bring your feet together, the bottoms of your feet to touch, and imagine that there's glue sticking those feet together. So press them into each other and sit up nice and tall. In our practice today, we're going to pretend like we are a number of different animals. So to begin with, we're going to be butterflies. These are our butterfly wings, and we're going to gently flap them to loosen them up. Sit up nice and tall. Remember to keep breathing. You might rock back and forth if that feels good. Come to stillness. Now we're going to walk our hands slowly forward, one at a time, until we drop our head just gently, feeling a nice stretch in our legs and across our back. Good. Slowly walk your hands back up. We're going to fold our butterfly wings, cross our ankles, and come onto all fours. Now I'm going to turn sideways so you can see me. Now that you've found your position, we're going to do some cow and cats. When you breathe in, I want you to drop your belly to the ground and send your bottom to the ceiling. Look up. Breathe out, look down, and arch your back. So this is cow. Breathe in. Moo. Breathe out. This is cat. Meow. Let's do that one more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come back to all fours. Now we're going to be like bird dogs. Bird dogs are hunting dogs that point at whatever they find. So we're going to point with one foot and one hand. So lift one leg behind you, almost like there's a string around your foot and it's being pulled straight up towards the ceiling. Good. Now find your balance. Lift the opposite hand off your mat and reach it forward in front of you and stretch from your fingertip all the way down to your heel. Nice. Lower your arm and your leg and switch sides. So raise your leg up. When you have your balance, raise the opposite arm. Press your hand into the floor to keep balanced and slowly lower your arm and your leg. Now we're going to be a downward facing dog. So spread your 10 fingers really wide on your mat. Press down into the ground, tuck your toes under, and send your bottom all the way up to the ceiling. Good. Drop your head so that you're looking between your feet, or maybe even between your knees, and see if you can drop your heels to touch the ground. Good. Take a breath in and a breath out. Come forward over your hands again. We're going to come into a high push-up. So you may have to walk your feet back just a little bit. This is also called plank. And I want to make my body as straight from the top of my head to my feet as possible. Good. Now breathe out. Send your hips way up high again. Come back into downward facing dog. Drop your head towards the floor. Press into your hands really strong. Take a breath in. Breath out. Now look towards your hands and bear walk your feet to meet your hands. Fold forward. You may want to bend your knees or straighten them if that feels okay. Grab the opposite elbows with each hand and just let your head hang heavy. You might gently sway back and forth. Keep breathing. Drop your hands to the floor. Bend your knees. Slowly rise up. Reach up over your head. I'm going to turn to face you, but you can keep facing forward. Grab one wrist. We're going to gently lean to one side. Feel a nice, gentle stretch in the side of your body. Come back up to center. Grab the other wrist and stretch to the other side. Good. Come back to center. Now you're going to send your arms out and slowly dive forward. Bend from your waist all the way to the floor. I'm going to turn again this way so you can see. Lift your body halfway up, so I have a flat back, like you could set a pitcher of water on my back and it wouldn't spill. My hands are touching my knees. Take a breath in, breath out. Put your hands back on the floor, spread your fingers wide, step back to our high push-up. Now you can either slowly lower to the floor, keeping your legs straight, or you can drop your knees to the floor and then slowly go all the way down to your stomach, plop on the floor. Bring your arms up over your head and make a triangle with your thumbs and your first fingers. Put your triangle on the floor and then rest your forehead inside your triangle. Relax all the muscles in your legs and your back and take 2 big deep breaths, just resting. This is crocodile pose. One more breath. Lift your head, bring your hands right underneath your shoulders to touch the mat. You're going to press up, leaving the bottom part of your body where it is. Look up, and you're going to arch your back like a cobra, standing up tall. Gently lower back to the floor. Bring your hands back to the triangle and rest in crocodile. Arms come underneath your shoulders one more time. Press up, arch your back. Good. Slowly lower back down. Now, use the arm muscles. Press your body up to all fours. Bring your big toes to touch behind you, leaving your knees spread apart. And sit your bottom all the way back onto your heels. Your arms stretch out long in front of you and rest your forehead on the mat. Take a breath in. Breathe out. We're going to go back into our downward facing dog, so tuck those toes under. Press into your hands, send your hips up high, and see if you can drop your heels to the floor. Breath in, breath out. Raise that right leg up as far as you can. Good, keep pressing into your arms. See if you can bend your knee like you're going to touch your heel to your bottom on the other side. Breathe in and out. Slowly lower the foot back down and lift the other leg up. Bend your knee. See if you can touch your heel to your bottom. And slowly lower the leg again. Walk your feet forward to meet your hands. Bend your knees. Slowly rise up. Arms above the head. I'm going to face forward again so you can see what I'm doing. We're going to do a little bit of balancing poses. So I want you to put both hands on your waist and squeeze in, push in with both hands toward the center of your body. Pick either leg, and I want you to gently lift to your toe. You're going to bend your knee and just lift it up to your hip, leaving your knee bent and your foot flexed. For an extra challenge, See if you can turn your head and look to one side while you keep your leg lifted. Breathe. Look back to center. Slowly lower your leg. Get your balance. And gently lift the other knee up. When you have your balance, see if you can slowly turn your head to look to one side. Keep squeezing into your waist. Good. Look back towards center and slowly lower your leg back down. Look down at your toes. Your feet should be side by side. I want you to just bring your big toes to touch. Leave your heels apart. We're going to scoop our bottoms under and slowly bend our knees. Sit down like we're going to sit into a chair, but don't go all the way down. Squeeze your leg muscles together to hold yourself up and lift your arms up straight by your ears. Take a big breath in. Now as you breathe out, sit even lower. We're going to sit all the way to the floor. Try to be as slow as you can. Sit. Oh, very good. Let's put our legs out straight in front of us. Flex those toes. See if you can see space in between all of your toes. If you can spread your toes that wide. Good. Now, make little tents with your hands, with both sets of fingers, or like suction cups. You're going to put them next to your bottom and use them to press up. Lift your chin and shine your heart forward. Take a breath in, breath out. Slowly walk your hands forward, keeping your feet flexed and your toes spread if you can. If you need to bend your knees, that feels more comfortable, that's fine. See how far you can walk down and lower your head. Feel a gentle stretch in the back of your legs. Breathe in and sit up. We're going to shake our legs out. Now, scoot forward. Actually, I may have to turn. Okay. And I'm going to slowly lower down to the floor. I'm going to keep my feet flat on the floor, and I'm going to put my arms out like I'm in the letter T. Now, I'm going to pull my belly button into my stomach and then just gently twist, let my knees fall over to one side and try to keep both of my shoulders glued to the floor. Bring your knees back up towards the ceiling and let them gently fall the other way. Again, see if you can keep your shoulders glued to the floor. Bring your knees back up towards the ceiling. Slowly come back up to a seated position. I'm going to face you again. Find a comfortable seat. That's the end of our practice today, friends. I hope you found something that was challenging in there, and also maybe a couple of poses that felt really relaxing in your body. You can try them again sometime, just in your room or at home. So to end today, let's bring our hands back to prayer in front of our hearts. Let's take a deep breath in together and let it go. Thank you for being with me today. Enjoy the rest of your week.